how's the challenge a little different with Nix than Penix?
Really the ability to get out and run. Bo's got the ability to hurt you both throwing and running, so that's the big challenge with him.
And how is Franklin different than Odunze?
I think they're both just talented receivers. I think both teams are very similar. They're good up front, good backs, good receivers. Very talented quarterbacks. So we got another big challenge in front of us.
What's the biggest difference you've seen from this Oregon team offensively from last year to this year?
I think it got a lot of guys back from last year, so they're just going to be better. They're going to operate the offense better. So you just see guys playing at that next level because they've played so many games and so many games together.
You've played and coached in a lot of these rivalry games. Do you get emotional during the week at all?
I don't know, no, because it's just like every other week focused on what they do, how we need to attack them, how we need to adjust. That's really all my focus is. Who it is really
So
irrelevant.
this game has never really meant a whole lot more to you than the other ones? Or?
I think when I was a player, it was more, but as far as a coach, as far as preparation, get ready to go, it really, you kind of learn that just all that other stuff doesn't matter.
Yeah.
One thing I want to ask is, obviously, you guys did a really good job at limiting Michael Penix, obviously, this past weekend. I know there's the rain and the elements that made an impact, but how do you take what you guys did last week against one of the better quarterbacks in the nation and apply that to Bo Nix and this Oregon offense?
I think it's a good building block. I mean, if anything, it's a confidence builder of going against one of the best offenses in the country and having success. Because we got to do it again. We got to be able to play at a high level and keep those plays in front of us and make them have to earn it down the field.
You guys have also played only against a handful of really good rushing teams. Obviously, Oregon, one of the better teams in the Pac-12. How do you kind of clog up the middle and the gaps and kind of limit the impact that Bucky and Jordan can do?
Yeah, it starts up front with the D-line and being able to disengage and not go 1-for-1 in blocks. And then the second level, being able to scrape and add hats, especially when they use their gap schemes and pull guys. We got to add more hats than they have.
Katan Elapo turning on the Jets and hitting that ball, getting it out of his hands. I mean, he said that it's about the culture of not giving up on any play.
Yeah, I think that play was a great example of who he is and who this team is. Just not giving up, and he's not in till he's in, and keep fighting until that happens, and that was a great play, absolutely.
How are you guys preparing for just the noise level and the atmosphere, especially on the defensive side going into odds? And I can imagine this place is going to be maybe rocking more than usual, and making sure that communication on defense gets made clear to your guys on the field.
Yeah, they're gonna. I mean, the atmosphere is going to be great. There's no question. Autzen in general is like that. The good thing for us is it's going to be a little bit quieter when their offense is on the field. But we still got to handle the atmosphere. There's no doubt about that. We got to communicate and be loud and over communicate.
This is going to be 3 years in a row with a bowl game. Any reflections on where this program has come over the last 5-6 years?
Not right now. I know exactly what you're saying. It was kind of after last year. That was a reflection. Right now, you're in the thick of it. We want to keep climbing this thing, and then we're not satisfied with where we're at. We want to keep going. So, that's as good answers I can give. Good.